Hello, Professor Candido here. Welcome back. While we finish up Chapter 3, VI Editor, we're going to work on file level commands, and we're going to go through these. So let's get right into it. So here I am in the document. If I made some changes, or say I'm going to do one more thing. Okay, I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to do a :W, and it will write the file. :W, make sure it's lowercase. It tells you sample.txt with 621 lines, these many characters was written. If I want to quit, you type :Q, and it gets me out. I'm going to go back in. If I go in and I make some changes, say I get rid of this line and this line and this line, I can do a :W to write it, but if I tack on a Q at the end, it will write and quit. Changes are preserved. I go back in, and you can see that the file's been saved with those changes. Another thing you can do, which I already showed you, is :R, and we can retrieve another file into here. But we already did that, so I don't want to do that. Another thing we can do is, say I made so many changes. I'm going to delete 85 lines. Remember how to delete 85 lines? 85DD. And right there it says 85 fewer lines. Say I realized I messed up big time and I didn't want to do that. I can hit escape :Q to quit, right? No, it's saying, hey, you made changes. Are you sure you want to do this? And if you are sure, hit escape :Q exclamation. Think about it this way: quit now with an exclamation point. And look, I exited and I did not save the changes. A couple other things I want to show you really quick is I can give it a new name. If I say escape :W and then I call it sample2, what it does is at this point, whatever I have here gets saved to a file called sample2.txt. And it says it already exists. So I can do this, sample2.txt exclamation point. And it overwrote the one that was already there. Now, if I make changes to this file, it doesn't do it to sample2. It does it to the original sample, so just remember that. So for example, I'm going to hit DD. Just because I did a write under sample2.txt doesn't mean this file was saved as. It made a copy at that point. If I go back in, you will see it does not have those lines that I just deleted. Another thing I'm going to show you is how to run a command from within VI without having to exit. So if I do a escape exclamation point, and say we do the calendar for 3 months. See right here, I get out to the command prompt, and I can see the output of the command. I type enter, or hit enter, and I go right back to the editor where I left off. So I want to exit and save my changes, if I have any. You know you could do WQ, but you can also do X for exit, which gets you out. Now that I've kind of showed you how to use VI, you know how to drive like a very low level editor. I want to show you gedit, which stands for graphical editor. So I'm going to do gedit sample.txt, and it opens up what you're probably more familiar with, something like Notepad. And all the features of Notepad work. I can highlight, can right click, I can say cut, I can go somewhere else, hit enter, and I can right click and do paste. All the stuff that you know how to use in Windows or other visual editors you can do here. And of course save will save the file. I hope you've learned a lot, and now you can consider yourself a VI expert.